Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about something very briefly today, cover something very quick, and it's about appetite control. I think one of the most difficult things for someone when they're trying to get their weight in control, lose weight, or just maintain their weight is their appetite. I mean, we all know that you have to be either at a calorie deficit to lose weight or calorie stabilization in order to maintain your weight, and that can be very difficult if you're hungry all the time. So there are a few important tricks that we use to help make sure that your appetite is cured as much as possible. And actually, we utilize, because it's not just as much to say, okay, just eat healthy, because there's other things that take into consideration that really make it really difficult. So there's two different things that we do. We do use a few different supplements to help with our appetite, and we use a couple of non-supplement different techniques to help control our appetite. We want to share those with you really quick. We'll show you the non-supplement things first, and then we'll look at some of the different supplement things that we use to help with our appetite. Because after all, if you can control your appetite, make the appetite not as ravenous or as bad, then the ability to stick to your diet, to maintain a decent calorie level, and to get the results that you want are going to be much, much higher. So I guess the two major things is we can't underestimate the importance of water. Water is so incredibly important in controlling your appetite. That is probably one of the most important factors in especially things like diet sodas. A lot of these other drinks, it actually will increase appetite a lot of times, where water, there's so many positive benefits to water, but one of the most important things in curbing your appetite is to drink more water. So that's tip number one: drink more water. We recommend usually about, on a conservative level, about a ½ ounce per pound of weight. So a 200-pound person should drink at least 100 ounces. 120-pound person at least 60 ounces a day, and I would be more comfortable with about an ounce per pound. I think is pretty relative for most people. But drinking water helps cure appetite. The second thing that I don't really have a demonstration for you is fiber. The more fiber that's in your diet, we talked the other day about all the different benefits in fiber: digestion, dropping down, helping with blood sugar control, satiety, all those different things, and fiber can help with curbing your appetite quite a bit. So although we are very big about not being militant about the type of carbohydrates that we're consuming, and being a little bit loose taking in pastas and breads and other things like that, we do watch for our overall fiber content, because we know that that bulk in our diet definitely helps cure our appetite much, much better. So therefore, in a lot of our cereals, we try to look at more whole grains or things that are high in fiber. If we're doing pastas, they tend to be more high in fiber. Same with breads, rice, everything. And that gives us the freedom to have some simpler carbs. But the reason why we try to do more non-simple carbs is to increase our fiber content, because we know the higher our fiber content, the more we can kind of control our appetite. And then finally, I want to show you three of my favorite supplements from dotFIT. In fact, if you go on the website, on their website, you will see what we call the Lean Pack 90. It's a combination of 3 different fat loss supplements that both Jennifer and I use to help with fat loss, but there's 2 of the 3 have 2 really, really important things that are added to them. The Carb Repel and the Thermic Cell. We know that Carb Repel is a carbohydrate neutralizer, and Thermic Cell is a maximum strength thermogenic. It's a very strong thermogenic, but they each help support weight loss, and they both help to reduce appetite based on the ingredients that are in them. So these are things that we use to help control our appetite. And those that follow us, you'll know that the Carb Repel we use on higher carbohydrate days to help us process carbohydrates differently. The Thermic Cell we use on lower calorie or carbohydrate days to speed up our metabolism, but each work as to help control appetite. And the reason why they're important is, I don't know how many of you have noticed this, we have noticed this, but on higher calorie days we tend to be more hungry. It's like those extra carbohydrates that are now in our system, there's having more of a reaction to our blood sugar, our insulin levels, which is going to increase our appetite at times. And so therefore, the Carb Repel, which we take in combination with a high fiber diet, that's going to curb our appetite a little bit easier. It's going to reduce our hunger, and therefore we're able to take in the right amount of calories, the right amount of carbohydrates, and as many of you probably have noticed, high calorie days can actually make you hungrier and hungrier and hungrier and want you to eat more and more and more. So we use the Carb Repel to help reduce our appetite a little bit more on the higher calorie days. On the lower calorie days, when we don't get as much food, we take Thermic Cell. And not only some of its thermogenic fat burning properties, but it also has some things added to it to help with your appetite as well. So on days that we don't get as much food, we need something to get us over the edge, something to help us so we're not as hungry, and the Thermic Cell does a great job with that. So the three major things: water, fiber, and supplements. You drink enough water, you get enough fiber in your diet, and you take the right supplements, ones that works with carbohydrates, others that work as a thermogenic property that also have things for appetite in it. You do all three things and you're going to be able to get on the right calorie level, whether it's calorie reduction or calorie maintenance, get your goals, maintain your goals, and be able to do it without being starved. I hope this helps you guys out today. Have a great day.